Don't miss the tea. Subscribe now.
Girl, grab your wine. Actually, grab the whole bottle, because I am absolutely fuming right now. You know how much I love my family, but honestly, today I am this close to packing a bag and living in my car. I need you to tell me if I'm losing my mind or if they are actually being as delusional as I think they are. Okay, so you know Daisy is literally my soulmate in dog form. We've had her for 3 years, and technically, yes, she's the family dog. But who trained her? Me. Who walks her? Me. Who does she follow around the house like a little shadow? Me. At night, she sleeps right next to my feet. That is our time. But then my parents decided my little sister needed a puppy. A brand new, chaotic puppy. Ever since this new dog arrived, the dynamic in the house has completely shifted. My parents have suddenly implemented these ridiculous new rules. Because they got the puppy for my sister, they want the dogs to bond. And their version of bonding is forcing them to be together 24/7. They insist on them sleeping in the same kennel together. Girl, you know Daisy sleeps in my room. She has slept in my room for 3 years. She hates the kennel. And now she's being evicted from my bed and shoved into a cage with a yapping puppy. And it's not just the nights. My little sister hoards both dogs in her room and doesn't even play with them. Daisy literally scratches at her door trying to get to me, and my parents say, "No, leave them, they're playing." No, they are not playing. One is ignoring them for a screen, and the other is being held hostage. But that injustice is nothing compared to what happened next. So I'm already mourning the loss of my quality time with my dog. I'm grieving the loss of my sleeping buddy. But here is the kicker, and this is where the tea gets scorching hot. Despite the fact that my access to Daisy has been restricted, I am somehow still the Cinderella of dog ownership. They expect me to maintain all the responsibility. Make it make sense. How are you going to take the dog away from me but leave me with the chores? Let me tell you about what happened earlier today. I got home and my mom came in shortly after. Daisy was acting a little weird, probably stressed by the puppy. My mom kneels down to greet her. Daisy was clearly backing up, tail tucked, giving all the please give me space signals. Does my mom listen? Of course not. She starts doing that high-pitched voice, reaching for her. Daisy gets overwhelmed, she's anxious, and she submissive pees, just a little puddle on the floor. I said to my mom, "Mom, she was scared. You were crowding her." And do you know what this woman says to me? She stands up, looks at the pee, looks at me, and goes, "Well, get a paper towel and clean that up." Excuse me. I looked at her and said, "Mom, you literally scared the pee out of her. I wasn't even interacting with her. That was you." She just waved her hand and walked away. Her mess, her fault. But my job, I was so mad, but I cleaned it. And I really thought that was the most unfair thing that would happen all day. I had no idea what was waiting for me that night. But wait, hold on, because that was just the appetizer. The main course of nonsense happened tonight. Today was my first day back at my brutal nursing program. My brain is fried. Also, it's the last day of my sister's winter break. She has been home all day long. 0 school, 0 responsibilities, just her, the iPad, and the 2 dogs she insists on keeping hostage in her room. So I get home and I'm destroyed. Fast forward to the evening. My parents come upstairs. Suddenly, I hear screaming. "Oh my God, disgusting." I walk out into the hallway and my dad comes out, face red, pointing into their bedroom. "One of the dogs pooped in there." Now, let's look at the timeline. My sister has had the dogs all day. Clearly, she let them out, wasn't watching them, and they wandered into my parents' room. My dad looks at me, the person who has been at nursing school all day, the person who hasn't even seen the dogs. He says, "You need to go clean that up right now." I actually laughed. I thought he was joking. I said, "What? I just got home. Your daughter has had them all day. She was supposed to be watching them. Make her do it." My mom chimes in from the hallway. "She's just a kid. She's getting ready for school tomorrow. You know how to clean it properly. Just do it." "She is old enough to have a puppy. She is old enough to pick up poop." I yelled. I was so mad, my hands were shaking. Why am I being punished? I wasn't even here. If she wants the dogs in her room all day, she needs to watch them. "Stop making a scene," my dad says. "It's the family dog. Just clean it up so we can relax." So we can relax. The audacity. What about my relaxation? It's not about the poop. It's the fact that my sister gets all the fun parts of owning the dogs and absolutely none of the grit. Meanwhile, I get 0 access to my best friend. but I am summoned like a servant the second bodily fluids hit the floor. So I ended up cleaning it, obviously. Because if I didn't, they would just yell at me all night, and I have an exam to study for. I was on my hands and knees, disinfecting the carpet, while I could hear my sister laughing at something on her iPad in the other room. I feel so resentful. I feel like I'm being used. And mostly I just miss Daisy. She used to be my dog, my shadow. Now she's just this source of conflict and chores. Am I overreacting? Please tell me. I feel like I've lost my dog and gained a janitorial position. Tell me I'm not crazy for wanting to scream. What would you do?